Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the top 3 spiciest tricep exercises. So trust me, you're going to want to give this a try. Your triceps are going to be super pumped when you're done with this. First one is going to be a functional trainer tricep kickback. We need to use 2 rope extensions with this one. That way you can come to a full extension while you're extending your triceps. One key thing when you're doing this is making sure that your elbows are high. So you want them behind the midline of your body. So you want to drive those elbows up as high as you can get them. This is basically as high as I could have got mine, but if you can go even higher, even better. So drive them up as high as you can, then come to a full extension when you're going back, and make sure you bring it up too when you're coming into that flexion portion where you bring it towards your shoulder. Make sure that you come all the way up to the shoulder and then back when you're extending. Before we continue, a word from today's video sponsor.
Me. I'm today's video sponsor, and if you'd like help losing fat or gaining muscle, there's a few ways I can help you down below. Either set up a free consultation with us, purchase through one of our free affiliate links, or purchase one of our instant access affordable training programs. Can't wait to be of service to you. Now let's get back to the rest of the video.
Another thing I want you to make sure you're doing is making sure you're taking a slightly inside shoulder width stance, and then bend over at around a 45-degree angle. Keep your core tight and your chin tucked. Next one we're going to be doing is a tricep push down. This one is pretty traditional. Most people know how to do this, but we'll just go over the form really quickly for you guys. Stand up nice and tall. Make sure that the cable, you're able to come into a full flexion at the top, meaning that the weight's not hitting every time you go up. You want to be able to go freely and then come down and fully extend, obviously. With your feet around shoulder width apart, keep your glutes tight, your abs tight, and shoulders back. Stand up nice and tall with your chin tucked. That way you're keeping your spine neutral. Keep your elbows at your sides as tight as you can get them. And make sure you're coming to a full extension at the bottom. So with this exercise, we're going to be taking a pronated grip. That's just pretty natural for triceps. You're not going to feel, you shouldn't feel any pain in your wrist when you do this. But like I said, come to a full extension at the bottom, full flexion at the top, and make sure you're doing it in a slow and controlled fashion where you're not using a lot of momentum in order to move the weight. The next exercise we're going to be doing is an overhead tricep extension. So the first one we did was with your elbows behind the midline of your body. The second one we did was with your elbows at the sides of your body, like right on the midline. And then this one's, we're going to actually have our arms overhead, and we're still taking a pronated grip with this exercise also. So what you want to do is basically set up your cable to, I would say, a little bit higher than your lower back. That way you can get a full stretch at the bottom, and then take a slight step forward, not too much. Like, you don't want the cable pulling you horizontally. You basically just want to take a slight step forward. That way you're kind of pulling straight up for the most part with the cable. It depends on your equipment, obviously, but this is pretty good. Next thing I want you to do is make sure that you're taking a close hand grip when you're doing this, because the closer your hands are, the closer your elbows are going to stay and come to a full extension at the top.